All right, here we are jumping into my very first Forgotten Realms draft. I'm going in partially blind, so you'll have to forgive me for reading a bunch of the cards here. Wizard Spellbook is a rare, 7 mana, tap, exile, instant or sorcery from a graveyard, roll a d20, copy it, cast it, pay 1. Okay, so this is pretty clunky and expensive, so I think I'm going to avoid that one. Um, Ray of Frost, flash, tap a creature. And it does not tap. That's pretty good for 2 mana. Warlock class, the beginning of your end step. If a creature died, lose 2 life. Jeez. Top 3 cards of your library, put 1 on your graveyard. Okay, I think I'm going to pass on that one. Okay, what else we got? Oh, a 2/3 reach for 2. I like that. Might just start there. Dueling Rapier looks pretty good. Oh, this thing's really good. Actually, I'm going to take this. Priest of Ancient Lore. ETB, draw card, gain a life. If I could be wrong. More than likely, I'm wrong with all of these picks because it's my first draft. But, this thing replacing itself, gaining a life, seems pretty sweet to me at 3 mana. There's lots of equipment to put on it. Instrument of the Bars. At the beginning of your upkeep, you may put a Harmony counter. 4 tap, search for a creature with value equal to the number of Harmony counters. Reveal it, put it in your hand. If that card's legendary critic. Okay, this seems pretty bad. Displacer Beast. Enters the battlefield Venture. That's good. For 3 mana. Hunter's Mark. Can't be counter. Target creature gets +1/+1. And then punches. That's pretty good. 3 mana 3/2. Meh. Whenever this attacks Venture. 5 mana 3/3 flying. Not bad. A little expensive. This thing's probably really good. Gain 3 life isn't as good as some of the past ones we've seen, actually. So I'm going to be trying to take cheap cards here. Leather armor, probably not. I'm going to take Planner Ally, I guess, to go with my white card. Maybe I'm supposed to take this Hunter's Mark. 4 mana just feels like a lot, but I don't know. Could be the right pick. We could have 2 green uncommons instead. We have 2 white commons. So what does that tell you? Sacrifice an artifact gets +2/+0 until end of turn. So that's like an onboard thing. Charm Sleep, I'm not interested in. Kick in the Door could be pretty good. As long as this is equipped, it has Menace. I like the sounds of that. That kind of goes well with what we're starting to want to do here. Whenever this deals combat damage to a player, Venture. 3 mana 2/2. I don't love, but could be good. Enters the battlefield. Each opponent loses 2, you gain 2. Meh. Pay 6 mana to make somebody lose 2 life. I don't know if we care about that. I'm going to take the 2-drop. If you watched my sacrifice another creature or a treasure to draw a card. And it comes with. That could be good too. It blocks really well. Well, I'm going to take the red card. If you watch my recent video, I have reason to believe that aggro is going to just be good in this set. The more expensive cards don't seem to be that awesome. And the cheaper cards, wow, white rare. Okay, well, looks like we can take this as a signal that white's open. 2 mana 3/1 vigilance. When it enters the battlefield, search library for basic planes. Okay, so you kind of get to land tax them or whatever. That's really good. That's really, really good. And it goes to the battlefield. That's really good. What was the card that used to do this? Knight of the White Orchid or something. This is a very, very good effect. Catches you up when you start on the draw. So we think the white's open. I was going to say the expensive cards aren't that powerful and a little bit clunky, and the cheap cards, like there's a lot of 2-drops, and they seem to be like pretty well statted. So I have good reason to believe that that aggro is going to be an effective strategy here. Excuse me. How good getting into the dungeon is, venturing into the dungeon, is another question. This is very expensive. 5 mana to equip. Not super well read on what the dungeons do, but I believe there's like an aggro one that makes people lose life, which is probably pretty good. I think we're probably just taking this instant speed kill a creature. Cheap instant speed removal. Mildly interested in this torch, I guess. I think the single red mana +2/+0 is going to be a little bit better than this one. Okay, Portable Hole. Man, white and red be flowing here. 1 white mana. When it enters the battlefield, exile a target permanent an opponent controls with mana value 2 or less. That seems pretty excellent for a single mana. It's like a white shock or something. It's pretty good. 6 mana, 6/6. Enters the battlefield, makes both people sack. So I'm evaluating these by what their worst ability is, and then obviously the other abilities are better. But you need to be able to withstand the worst ability to really want that. We are not really in that position. We just want to kind of curve out and attack. This is good. Destroying random artifacts is going to be pretty good. We'll take the removal here, but definitely. Okay, so oh boy, pick 7. Wow. Okay, well. I was going to say Boots of Speed actually looks okay to me because it's cheap and it's cheap to equip. And having, representing haste all the time is actually pretty scary for your opponents. But we are just going to take the Lightning Strike here or whatever. Scorching Dragon Fire. It's called Dragon's Fire. I should probably just call it what it's called, shouldn't I? +2 Mace is something we're interested in as well. Ranger's Longbow. These equip costs are quite expensive. And I want to be wary of that. So I think we'll choose our equipment carefully. When this dies, venture. Maybe your end step if a creature died. I don't like this text. We'll see if this deck ends up being good. I suspect it won't be. Just having to kill stuff all the time on your own turn can be really difficult. Especially if there's not like a lot of sacrifice outlets for you, because like you can attack them and they don't have to block, right? Haste, when it becomes blocked, deals 1 damage to target creature blocking it. So it trades up. That's kind of cool. I think we're going to take this 2 mana 3/1. I'm kind of a fan of this card. It gets you halfway to the power 6 thing anyways on its own, and a 3/1 first strike is big game. Okay, so we're wheeling some red equipment here, which is nice. So we're kind of getting lucky in the sense that I think both of our colors are open from the right. Certainly white with that rare coming to us. I would take that as a loose signal. It's early in the format, but okay, I'm going to take the Dueling Rapier. It does affect the board immediately. Pretty good with our first striking dude. And it has flash. Yeah, that's really good. Okay, this 6-drop seems good to me. +0/+1 and ward. Equips for free. So if we have a lot of things that... This I don't like because it doesn't give toughness. If we have a lot of things that do benefit when they get equipment on them, that's kind of cool. So I'm going to take it. I don't think it's very good, but like this guy has menace if it's equipped. So it's a very cheap way to enable that kind of stuff. Don't think it's that good, but we'll see. Okay, well, I guess we'll take a Great Axe here. I don't think we care about either of these cards. Although 5 mana 4/4 might just be huge in this format. And then the 6 mana ability just closes out the game for you. I'll take the equipment. We'll lean into the theme of red white a little bit here. As long as you've completed a dungeon, it has double strike. So we're going to be, if we do end up playing this and we do end up with some venture, we'll want to prioritize the shortest dungeon because we don't have really any venture. Yeah, we'll take this guy, I guess. Enters the battlefield, roll a d20 and make a 1/1. So that's like 1 mana too expensive. Okay, we get another leather armor. I don't think we're going to play 2 of those. Okay, wish. No. Ooh, Feywild Trickster. This card seems very good to me. So we didn't see very much white at the end. We could maybe pivot into something else. But I guess we'll just see what we get past. So air, cult, elemental. Flying, enters the battlefield, return up to 1 other target creature. So I think we're taking a blue card. It's going to be this Trickster. Although red and white don't roll that many dice, I don't think. Not really anything for us in this pack in those colors. Put a 1/1 counter. Venture, can't be blocked by walls. I mean, this could be okay. Do we have anything with flying? We've got like 1 thing with flying. I'm going to trust... I'm going to trust the signals we saw that red is pretty open. This is not a good card, but it's a cheap card, and I am in for that. 1/1 double strike for 3 that can phase out. Cool. Ooh, this is a good equipment for us. That'll do some work. 2 mana 2/2 lifelink, also excellent. Arborea Pegasus. Flying gives something else flying, that's very good. When this enters the battlefield, Creatures you control get +1/+1 in vigilance until end of turn. That's pretty big too. 5 mana is a lot though. So I like Hobgoblin Captain. I like the Lifelinker, and I like the Plate Armor. I'm going to take the Plate Armor because it's uncommon. We're less likely to see it, and I think it's like quite powerful. Whereas the other equipment we've taken thus far is really not, except for maybe this Rapier. Also an Evolving Wilds in that pack, which we wouldn't mind for a little bit of fixing. Can't be blocked if it's attacking alone. It deals damage to a player. Venture. Okay, that's pretty cool. First strike, sack artifacts. We have a couple of artifacts we could sack at this point. There's battlefield. Gain 2 life, destroy enchantment. That's not bad. It's not aggressive, but it's not bad. I don't like that very much. What is this? 3 mana to draw a card and gain 3 life. Yeah, that's pretty bad. There's the battlefield. If treasure is spent against first strike and haste, meh. A bunch of meh in this pack, unfortunately. Oh, man. How are we doing for curve? We don't have any 4s yet, but we don't really care about 4s. I'm going to take this 2-drop. I'm going to take the 2-drop. I don't know. So fun to draft sets for the first time because I have no idea what's going on. Kick in the door again. You find some prisoners. Destroy an artifact. Or exile top 3 cards of an opponent's library. Choose 1. Until next... End of your next turn, end of your next turn's not bad because it gives you a chance if you don't have enough mana to make that happen. Unexpected Windfall. Discard a card to draw 2 and make 2 treasures. So this is like a bad Tormenting Voice or whatever. Spike Pit Trap. Nah. I'll take another kick, I guess. Let's try to kick some doors down. +2 mace. Ooh, priest. Ooh, this thing. No, that's not that good, actually. Ooh, dragon. Okay, we're going to take the priest. That's a card I like. So white still feels open. I feel like this is got to be a priority card in this color. Maybe I'm wrong, but if I were drafting against myself, I would be taking these highly. So we can assume that everybody's like me, and they're not in white. Okay, Wish Wield, which is not really a signal, but kind of. Return target creature you control to its owner's hand. Target creature has +1/+3. So that's a cheap trick, which I like. Goblin Javelineer. It's just a 1-drop attacker. 2 damage to any target, create a treasure. That I don't like for 3 mana. +1/+0. You may sack when you do. I don't know if we need any more equipment right now. I'm going to take the creature. This could be a horrible pick, but we will find out. I mean, there wasn't really much that it was up against. Lurking Roper doesn't untap. Whenever you gain life, untap. That's cool. That's cool. We are not green. We are for sure red-white. Probably because I've been forcing it, but green looks open from that direction at least. Okay, we're going to have a lot of these Javelineers, I guess. So weird white signals. Of course, it's early in the format, so who knows what's a signal and what's not. But seeing this priest super late there and seeing the rare super late, and this card I believe is quite excellent. So this should not have made it that far down the table without white theoretically being open. So interesting signals to say the least. All right, our color's kind of drying up here, unfortunately. This card looks interesting to me. Venture and Ramp is kind of cool, although like it doesn't give you a creature body. It only gives you 1 extra mana, and Venture is probably not worth a full card. Well, I guess we'll take this Axe. I mean, I don't think we're going to play it. We already have one. I already don't want to play. But if we get the uncommon that makes things cheaper to equip, that could change. Okay, all right. I will stop with the weird signals. Oh, boy. 2 good cards for us here. Oh boy. I think we need to take this 2-drop. We already have a flyer. This card's very good, but so is this. I think we got to take the 2-drop. And now we'll take the Rust Monster. We don't have any treasure generation yet. So that's where that card's really going to shine. But maybe we end up with some. We could sack an equipment to it. Obviously, it's not very good value. Shortcut Seeker. Fates Reversal. Thieving Tools. Well, none of these are going to make it. This card looks pretty bad to me. Scaled Herbalist, I would avoid. Also Paladin Shield, pretty bad. Although it is like, it does flash in and save your creature, which is kind of cool. Okay. So we're kind of ignoring things that aren't red and white at this point. Target creature an opponent controls phases out. Not too interested in that. I like this hawk, though. Got some stuff to put on it. Beginning of combat on your turn, a target creature you control gets +1/+0. That's pretty good for a 3-drop, too. That's nice. Okay. Well, we're definitely going to take this hawk and find out if the 1-drops are any good in this set. Okay, we got another shock. We've got another Dragon's Fire. Jaded Sellsword is the thing that gets haste. That card is cool, but we don't have any treasure generation. So we don't really have any venture. We don't really have any treasure. We do have some equipment. We don't have a ton of equipment payoffs in like the traditional sense, but we do have a hawk. We didn't wield that lifelinker. That would have been dope. This thing. I guess the Hobgoblin captains kind of care about equipment, because if you can buff things and get to 6 power a little bit more easily, then that's pretty nice. What does this thing do? 2 mana, 3/3. Draw a card with your attack. Oh, okay. That's good. It's a good card. We can't rock it, but it is good. Dragon's Disciple. You may reveal a dragon from your hand. If you do, or if you control, it gets an extra 1/1 counter, and it protects your dragons. That's so sweet. We don't have any. Cool. You're ambushed on the road. Seems unlikely. Swarming Goblins is a 5-drop. So I guess we're taking this unicorn. What does this thing do? Whenever you roll 1 or more dice, gains flying and menace. And you could potentially draw a card. Holy moly. That is huge. Wow. Okay, we're going to take this unicorn. Not really going to be maximizing it. Okay, another 2 mana, 3/1. I dig. 3-drop situation. Well, we don't really want to play Gloomstalker, do we? We got 2 of these priests, which is an equipment payoff in a way, because equipment makes it a relevant body. So, what are we going to do here? I think we just take more of these captains. If you have a couple of these in play, then they're both first striking. That's pretty sick. They wear equipment pretty nicely. Okay, 5-drop, 4/4 that buffs your team, or 5-drop, 3/3 flyer. I like 3/3 flyer, I think. Dueling Rapier, I also like. So we'll take the Planner Ally. We do have a bunch of equipment. I keep saying that, and now I'm thinking, do we actually? If this is equipped, it becomes a 3/3. That is something we're interested in. There we go. There we go. So we're pretty low to the ground here. Going to be kicking down some doors. We'll see how this works out for us. 4 mana, 3/3. Whenever it attacks, you can make a token. That doesn't seem that good. I guess we'll prepare for our ambush on the road here. Gotta make some cuts too, don't we? Got to make some cuts. Probably gonna be these Javelineers when it becomes blocked. It's not that great. Divine Smite. If it's black, it gets exiled. Otherwise, it phases out until its controller's next turn. So if you do this, if they're attacking you with something and you phase it out, so then it doesn't come back till their next turn, so you get to attack through it. This could just push us through for some damage or something. I think I like it better than the 3rd kick down the door. Not sure. Not sure. All right, bunch of nothing for us here. Take a uncommon for our vault progress. Okay, Jaded Sellsword. Here's our chance to take a Jaded Sellsword. We have no 4-drops, so sure. I don't think we have any treasure generation at all, though, which means we're probably cutting this Rust monster. We're probably not playing this. Still got lots of cuts to make here. Venture into the dungeon. I'm gonna have to have a look at the dungeons. Dawnbringer Cleric is not really on brand. Our 2s are looking pretty good otherwise, though. Owlbear. Weird. Could be okay. The green deck looks like it could be pretty good if it's just like outlast the other player and just play a bunch of those things and the thing that gains 3 life. Those are pretty big. 4/4 feels like it's going to be pretty big. It seems like a lot of the removal does like 2 or 3 damage, so maybe 4 toughness is going to be important. All right, I'll be right back with the build. Okay, so we're pretty close to a build here. I did cut the Rust Monster, Jaded Sellsword, as we talked about earlier. The Divine Smite, I don't think is going to be quite good enough. So those are some cuts that we made. I think we're going to cut these kick down the doors. We're currently at 18 creatures, which I think is a pretty good place to be. Don't know how good these Javelineers are going to be. I'm going to play 1 Great Axe. I'm going to treat it kind of like a 6-drop-ish type of card where, you know, it's going to have some staying power. It's kind of like a 4-power haste 6-drop or something. Maybe it's just horrible. But it'll make these Javelineers more meaningful when we draw them on like turn 12. And they actually have haste, so that could be a kind of a cute way to get through. So I think we do want 1 of these. I was going to try out leather armor as well, but I just don't think that making this a 2/2 or this a 1/2 or whatever is really going to be meaningful at all. We have very few creatures that care about equipment otherwise. So that leaves us with a couple more cuts to make. I think we're going to cut Dawnbringer Cleric just because it doesn't attack very well. And I think the Celestial Unicorn is going to be okay. It'll probably be a nice little removal target for the opponent because they'll be maybe afraid of it growing. And these guys do trigger it, so it might become a 4/3 on occasion. We'll cut this Gloomstalker as we don't have any Venture. And we're playing 16 lands. It is best of 1 hand smoothing, and our curve is like fairly low. We only have 3 5-cost cards. This is kind of a 5-cost card also. So this is like a little bit greedy perhaps, but we will find out in round 1. We'll see you there. All right, here we are for round 1. We got a couple of removal spells. No creature to play early because we don't have any white mana yet. So this is not a hand that I'm terribly excited about. We're on the draw. You know, killing their first couple things is going to be cool, but then what happens after that? We have to draw either some good creatures or a white source. I guess if we see a white source, we're in real good shape, actually, because this will pick up another card for us. Boy, this is going to be... I think I'm going to trust the deck a little bit on this. I mean, we did put a lot of 2-drops in our deck, and a lot of them are red. So hopefully, if we don't see white, we'll see... if we don't see a white land, we will see some 2-drop red creatures. We did pick up a plains here. That's pretty fortunate. Our opponent is on forest. My rank is not amazing. I didn't play much ranked last season, so I guess take this with all that sort of grain of salt. And it's a new format, so should be interesting. All right, opponent does nothing on 3, which we love. We'll play a 2/1, and a couple turns it'll be a 6/1 if we want, potentially. This card seems pretty bad already because all they have to do is just kill this in response, and we're completely blown out. But hey, we're trying it out. We're trying it out. Okay, we've got a combat trick up now. We're gonna be okay on mana. Search your library for a basic force put on the battlefield. Tap, then shuffle. Oh, interesting. That's a cool little card. Well, we could trade our ambush on the road for it. We could also, like, pick up our own priest and draw another card. That's kind of cute. They can sacrifice this in response to things, which I don't like very much. I mean, if they want to ramp, then they don't get to trade with our 2/1. I'm assuming they do want to ramp. So we'll get in there. Maybe they're just going to trade off. Yeah, they are going to go ahead and ramp, so... I mean, semi-free attack, I guess. I don't know. Maybe it doesn't even matter. Maybe we're not supposed to attack there, actually. Okay, ambush on the road, still in hand, and we'll pass it back. All right, opponent goes for Owlbear. This is big. This is big. We do not have a removal spell that deals with this card. And I get to draw a card. Very nice. But we do get to equip Great Axe if we want. Okay, we have lots of fire here. We do get to equip this Great Axe against a single green mana. I mean, I don't know the format's combat tricks very well. Or we swarm in with some goblins and spend our mana well. In that sense. Both at 20. So it doesn't seem very useful to try and push for damage right now. So I think we're going to develop our board a little bit. And hey, we get 2 gobos. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. That's a whole lot better than 1. Making this Great Axe looking a little bit better now. Yeah. Okay. Jeez. That's big. 4/4 is huge. Yeah, we will definitely trade off here. Man, I wish we had a white up. That'd be even better. Okay, that thing is very, very big. Okay, now we do have white up. But that won't help us against the 4/4. So I think we just equip the Great Axe to a 1/1 token and jam. And then do we play Goblin Javelineer or not? Or do we want to hold on to Ambushed? I think we want to hold on to Ambushed in case they've got like a deal 3 or deal 2 for our Gobbo. Actually, at that rate, maybe we're supposed to just swing with the Priest, actually. I didn't even look at what mana we were holding up. Thank goodness Auto Tapper didn't screw us over there. Could have held up red for us. Thank you. Auto Tapper. Reach. Enters the battlefield, create a 2/2 green wolf. Okay. Annoying. Annoying for sure. In for 4. No problem. Okay, well now we get to come in with our 2/1. And we get to kill the 2/2. Now this thing... Oh, you know what I forgot? This thing kills... this thing does kill this. Because it deals 6 to it. Whoops. That was probably a play I should have made. Alright, well, we'll kill this 2/2 and then we get to get in with everything. No, we'll kill the 4/1, get in with just these. And then if they block this, we have this. Right? So I guess we should Dragon's Fire it then. Huh. But then they could respond with a trick of their own. Maybe we just swing with everything. See what they do. No, I think I do like killing this thing. And we can also play our Goblin and get in with that. Okay, so they do have something in the way of a trick. Oh yeah, but I meant to use Dragon's Fire because this can actually kill big green things, so that's probably going to punish us later. So I'm assuming they just put the wolf in front of the 5/1. And I think we might even just let that happen. So they're taking 4 here. I don't really want to get 2 for 1. We're not doing super well in the race situation, though. So they don't have anything here. This is pretty good for us. I think we just let it go because we're gonna have enough mana to re-equip this anyways next turn. Destroy target artifact. Okay, that's really good. At least we do get to kill their 2/2. So that works out okay. 3 damage to target creature. Okay. Well, I mean, if we have to, we can double Dragon Fire the dragon. It's good flavor. We are losing this race. Beginning of your end step, if a land entered the battlefield, venture. That's good. All this stuff is good. Dragon is super good. No, I don't like our spot here. I don't like it. We gotta kill something. Probably this thing. It's gonna. I think we're gonna end up killing both of these things. How are we dealing with this dragon now? I guess we'll get there when we get there. I guess we'll get there when we get there. See what happens here. Okay, drawing land is not great. So we have 2 turns to find an answer to this dragon. In the meantime, we'll just try to kill our opponent. But I think we're losing this race. We have to find that the 1/1 flyer or the 3/3 flyers or whatever. Our opponent's drawing gas too. Okay, so actually we only have one step to find an answer. My bad. Yeah, bad math there. They're at 6, and if they didn't draw a creature, we would actually have them dead. But unfortunately for us, they did draw a creature, so we are the ones who are dead. On to the next. All right, back for round 2. So it's a bit of a slow start for us last game. Didn't have a lot going on early, and maybe a play mistake or two. More than likely a play mistake or two by me. So we'll see how this one goes from here. This hand looks really good. We got a good curve. 1, 2, 3. Both of our colors. So I'm liking the looks of this, and we're on the play. So we'll see what we can muster here. The axe was good last game. It just got destroyed, which is obviously something that can happen. There is a lot of incidental artifact removal running around in this set. Bag of Holding used to be a rare. Not anymore. That is fine. Okay, 2/2 lifelink is good. So plate armor. We would prefer to cast on turn 4 when we can equip it right away, but I guess we're just casting it now and swinging for 1 in the air. Boy, this feels like it's going to be really important. We will be willing to trade here. No attacks, I would presume. Oh yeah, we're taking this trade. I mean, I guess we're going to have plate armor in a bit. But yeah, I mean, I still think we'll just put that on the Hawk and not worry about this getting buffed or something. It's just going to be a huge problem for us, I think. Ooh, that's a nice draw. Let's put that little guy into play. Put this on the Hawk. And now we got Sarah Angel and Mog Fanatic boogieing on in here. Love it. Love it. Okay. Well, this is about as good of a start as we could have asked for with this this deck, so should give us an indication of what its power level is. Opponent's on white-black, which seems to be pretty interested in venturing. I didn't even look at the dungeons. Okay, so they're on Lost Mine of Fandelver. Scry 1. They can make a treasure, they can make a goblin. Put a 1/1 counter. Lose life, gain life. Target creature gets -4 till your next turn. So kind of a... The Fungi Cavern is kind of a control thing, and then you get to draw a card at the end. That seems all pretty minimal to me. Okay. So if we make the Javelineer a 3/1, this has flash also, so maybe we can get them to block with the Dungeoneer, and if they don't, we can just slap it on the Hawk. Or just slap it on the Javelineer. Okay, they're gonna block, so we're gonna get a trade here? No. Nothing. Nothing at all. Well, I guess we'll slap it on the Hawk then. Tough decision. If they untap and kill the Hawk, which they could potentially do, it's got Ward 1. But, you know, next turn they'll have 5 mana. Yeah, maybe we do want to put it on the Javelineer. And then if the Hawk goes down, we can put the plate armor on it as well, and then we've kind of got a bigger board presence at that point. Plate armor equips... Oh, this equips for 2 now, too. That's pretty cool. Alright, they do not have anything. I mean, that is something, but... Okay. Well, I guess we're priesting it up. And attacking with the Javelineer is an interesting proposition. Probably just trades for their priest, which I don't love. This costs 5. Okay, so priest. Let's try to find land. Nice. Okay, so now we could re-equip this plate armor, but not that we really care to. Swing in for 4 here. And if they can't remove this Hawk, they are dead next turn. Looks like they cannot. Looks like they cannot. Okay, so we got 1 here. This deck feels like a little shy of actually being powerful. We didn't really get too many payoffs, it feels, but hey, sometimes attacking is enough. Okay, we are back. We are keeping a pretty good hand. Lots of 1-drops, a priest for some velocity, and a rapier for some late game. Start off with a haster, and away we go. All right, our opponent just goes land go. We will go with another Javelineer. And in we get. Don't want to portable hole our own creatures, so we'll pass the turn back. Opponent's on blue-red. We are missing land drops, which is not great, but at least since we have so many 2-drops in our deck, we have something to do. This will be pretty good with the rapier. I'm looking forward to seeing how this plays out. Opponent's at 15, and they play a Soul Knife Spy, which we cannot kill with portable hole. We could play priest. This is they're not going to block any of these things as it is, so I think we just swing for 4, play priest. If they do find removal and they get in with the 3/2, then they get in with the 3/2. But I think we want to keep the pressure on them. If their life total is getting lower, we do have this rapier kind of come out of nowhere and deal 4 of them with the menace creature. So we want to keep the pressure on here. Not going to leave 2 blockers back to potentially prevent them from drawing a card with this thing. Okay, Genie Windseer. They rolled a low roll, so they get a single scry. Nice, not bad. Not bad. Okay, portable hole not doing much for us here. Not doing much for us. So I think we get in with everything except the priest. Huh. The rapier makes that a 4/2, which means they could double block it. And we wouldn't get to kill both of their creatures anyhow. Suppose we could see what we draw, give ourselves a little more information. And then probably just get in with everything, actually. Another land. I think we just get in with everything. The Javelineers are going to, no matter what blocks, whenever what this blocks, we'll get it with the rapier. And these will trade with the Soul Knife Spy. So, you know, obviously a wise block here from our opponent. Definitely worthwhile for us to play this trick. And now we can re-equip and try to get him. Try to get him. I feel like we need more of those flying creatures. That'd be pretty good. This guy's feeling okay. Creating a couple 1/1 goblins. That is really good right now. That is really, really good. Okay, well, whatever we put the rapier on is getting blocked. We know that. If we attack with 2 Javelineers, they're both getting blocked by 1/1s. I don't know if that's the spot we want to be in. If we attack with everything, I'm assuming clear the board, and they go to 5. And then we equip. We don't have a lethal threat. We could portable hole a 1/1. Don't love the sound of that. What do we have in terms of reach? Like, not much. I think we gotta live by the sword, friends. Okay, that's actually kind of better than what I thought was gonna happen, even though it looks horrible. We have 2 creatures still. I thought they were gonna trade everything off, but now at least we've got 2 creatures to wear this equipment. I still don't think we're in a very good position, clearly, because our opponent, well, now they have a 4/4 flying, so yeah, it's going to be tough for us. So we get to get in with just the 3/1, and they trade Soul Knife Spy for it. Man, this not hitting a 3-drops is really rough. Really, really rough. So Soul Knife Spy going to take a Javelin here. And we'll re-equip, and we are out of gas here. We are out of gas, so... yeah. I wonder if maybe something with our build could change. Maybe we... wow. Gain control of target creature for as long as you control Mind Flayer. Well, that's real good. I think we're going to be dead pretty soon here. I wonder if maybe we want to play, like, kick down the door or something. Wow, another rare. I mean, that's not a very good one. But yeah, opponent had the goods, and we drew a bunch of lands. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, a lot of lands for us. So I mean, I think the game was kind of close. This Pair of Goblins card was pretty impressive. Instant speed as well. Did some work against us. That's some good X1 hate. That's good to keep in mind that exists. And, geez, unfortunately, if Portable Hole had been anything else, we might have won this game. So maybe we don't like this card. Maybe we don't like this card. All right, well, we are dead. So on to the next. All right, we're going to try a little bit of a build variation here. We're going to take Great Axe out just because it hasn't been that effective for us. It was good that one game, but it just, without any cost reduction stuff, I just don't know. I want to give Paladin Shield a try. That one feels like we would be able to have a favorable trade in combat, and then maybe it would enable some attacks or some blocks or something for us. And I'm going to try one Kick in the Door as well. See if we can do a little bit of venturing. So we'll see if that helps us out at all. All right. Not a good hand for us, so we're going to mulligan this one. Obviously, we don't have our colors. And this hand's kind of slow, but we will take it. And I think we'll just put the Ambush on the Road back. Would like to see a 2-drop. Feels like we're not drawing the best this draft. We have a lot of good 2s, and we're not really seeing them. But that's the way it goes sometimes. All right, so we'll put back the Ambush on the Road, which is has not impressed me so far. I'll say that. I'll say that. Bouncing your own creature hasn't really come up. It's like a cute idea with this thing, but then you're just paying 4 mana to draw a card at that point, which is not great. All right, so no 2s for us. So like I said, I mean, I think we're facing a little bit of variance here with the draws. I'm just trying to gauge, not to complain, I'm just trying to gauge how powerful this deck actually is. Do we want to kill that? It's probably doesn't matter that much. We could kill their Neverwinter Dryad and stop them from finding a land, which is kind of cute, but none of this is really that scary to me. I think we're just going to let it go and try to save this for something more threatening. Just play our priest, and then next turn we can plate armor it up, and we'll have the biggest thing on the board. So yeah, so Goblin Javelineer not looking very good either. So these are the things you learn in your first draft. Priest of Ancient Lore are also kind of medium, it feels. 2/1 is pretty small. So perhaps this will be a rare format where white-red isn't good. Okay, our opponent is probably just sacking their Dryad this turn. Which begs the question, do we want to bother plate armor and equip attack if they're just going to do that anyways? We could play Goblin Javelineer and plate armor, not equip, swing with both, let them block sack, but we get a damage in and develop our board a bit. I'm going to go with that plan because I firmly believe that they're going to sacrifice this thing. If I'm wrong about that, then this attack is potentially worse. But I am like 100% certain they're going to block the 2/1 and sack, which means that we would not get any value out of plate armor. Unless they've got something else going on here, I'm not sure. Block. And sack. Okay. All right. In for 1. Play our plate armor. Pass the turn. Another thing that's maybe a problem with this priest is that it doesn't have like an actual keyword on it. Our equipment's going to be a lot better on like creatures with flying or creatures with lifelink, menace, that kind of stuff. Probably need to prioritize that a bit better. Interesting choice. Swarming Gobos or Javelineer equip, hold up, Dragonfire. Probably just swarm. This does get 5 damage in on them though. It's pretty big. 6 actually, including the Javelineer, and then we can kill, hopefully kill their next play or something. This feels close to me. If they just play like a big 6-drop, it's not going to be great. But, yeah, I guess we'll play the goblins. Should have attacked first. Okay, so we get 1 gobbo. And we'll swing for 2. Opponent finds their second color. Nice basic land there. Like that. Love that. Shortcut Seeker. 4 mana, 2/5. Deals damage. Venture. Very cool. Alright. Alright, alright, alright. Well, with the help of Dragon's Fire, Swarming Goblins can kill the Shortcut Seeker. If there's a double block on it, that's pretty annoying. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, because then we wouldn't get to finish off the Seeker. So maybe we just put plate armor on Swarming Goblins and get in there. I think that's the simplest play. And we can play the captain, and away we go. Opponent still has an instant speed effect. I think it's just tapping this for, even if you don't have a land in hand, it still lets you do that. All right, we have ourselves a 7/6. Let's go. Let's see what we can do here. Opponent's going to take the damage, it looks like. Very nice. Hobgoblin Captain coming down. Alright, so which dungeon do they care to choose? Oh, and they're going to get to, too, because we're not going to want to block that. We're not going to want to block here. Oh, they're not going to attack. Okay. All right. All right, all right. Well, I mean, we will kill Bullet here, I think. Maybe not till after we've attacked with first strikey Hobgoblin Captain, though. It's a little bit risky. It is a little bit risky. You know, we can Dragon's Fire the Shortcut Seeker. If they block the Captain with it, killing it. I mean, they didn't have a trick last turn. I think I'm willing to risk it here. Triple block the goblins. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep, that'll do. Well, I think we want to kill the Bullet more than anything. So let's try to do that. And if this goes through, I like our chances quite a bit. Now their Shortcut Seeker's dead, and we're pretty firmly in control. I have no idea if there's wraths in this set. Blue-green, unlikely to have one, though. So, needless to say, I like our spot here. All right. Well, we're 2-2. Haven't seen the rare yet. Haven't seen the Paladin Shield or the kick in the door that would potentially make a difference. Still don't like these 1/1 hasters, but we just don't have anything else in our deck that can replace, or in our pool that can replace them. So it kind of is what it is. Another awkward draw for us. We don't have a 2-drop we can cast, and our white card is a 3-drop, and we're on the draw. So I think this is a mulligan for all of those reasons. And I hit keep. I hit keep when I intended to hit mulligan, so that's pretty bad. Hopefully we'll get lucky here. Ah, jeez. Okay. Well, our opponent's not playing an aggro deck. Oh boy, that is so fortunate. Wow. So lucky. Okay, well, Scaled Herbalist. I mean, I don't think we care to Dragon's Fire it. I think we just get the Hobgoblin Captain in there. If they use it to play a land this turn and then play like a 4-drop, hopefully we just get to kill that with our Dragon's Fire. There they go. And the ramp. The ramp is on. Goblin Javelineer. Plus whatever this thing is. Sylvan Shepherd. Whenever it attacks, you gain some amount of life. Okay, we'll take 1. That's an easy decision. Don't want to spend 2 mana this turn. Would like to spend 3 mana. Do we want to trade the Captain for the 2/3? My feeling is no. We've got a bunch of removal in hand. I mean, would they even take the trade? They might not. Next turn we get to double spell. So, like, are we missing out on damage by not attacking here? Kind of wanted, like, I don't want them to block. I don't want them to block, but I want to kind of bluff it here. Oh, but we've waited too long. I should have just slammed attack. Oh, boy. I guess we'll go for it. This card definitely gets better for us. But, I mean, this is a vigilance creature, and it potentially promises to gain some life back for them, so I can see why they would be interested in keeping it. At which point we're not interested in blocking with this, so you know, we definitely do want to get that 3 damage in. If we knew they weren't going to block, we would make that attack every time. Yikes. Okay. Well, we were correct about that eating removal. 1 and 4. Okay, opponent's out of gas, though. We get to double spell. So, I suppose at this point we'll use our mana And then next turn we've got more dudes coming into play. This starts to get first strike. If our opponent bricks on a couple draw steps, we could be okay. That's okay. In for 1. So, feeling pretty good about not killing this. And I just don't think this card is any good after the first couple of turns. I mean, they even got to put 2 lands into play off of this, and like it didn't matter because they had too many lands in hand. So when it is doing its thing, like you don't necessarily have anything to cast with it. Armory Veteran. All right, I think we're doing okay. So now our Hobgoblin has first strike. If they double block, we can blow them out with Dragon's Fire, and we could put a kick in the door on something. Thinking the Hobgob Captain. Where are we gonna venture? Where are we gonna venture, gang? I mean, if we put it on a 1/1, then we get to attack with that 1/1 as well, which is kind of cool. They just block it with the Herbalist. Yeah, I think it's scarier on this guy. Good keywords, augmentation. That's what we're trying to do. Well, okay, what are we doing? We want the short one. So these are the short ones. Create a goblin, get a 1/1 counter, or start making them lose life. And we're kind of at even. Yeah, this is a good. I'm going to go with this one. I was going to say that one has a good end reward, but like how many times are we actually going to venture? Okay, maybe a bunch of times. Let's go. We got a 4/2 first strike and a 4/3. So they're going to double up on the 4/3. And I guess now we're going to get the 2 for 1. We're a little bit shields down if they top deck something dope. But, I mean, now they're under a good amount of pressure from us. So I think we're in a good spot here. And now we have a clear attack for 10. Well, okay, not anymore. Not anymore. So this is a 4/4. So we can trade for Swarm and Goblin. And it will. But boy, this thing is doing some work, isn't it? Isn't it? Isn't it? Back to our opponent. And they are going to concede. Okay, so not too bad. Again, still haven't really drawn the cards that we... I guess we drew the kick in the door, and it's actually pretty good for us. So maybe we want to bring the other one in instead of Paladin Shield. I wonder. Okay, we are back. We swapped out the +1/+3, the ambush on the road. We swapped that out for another kick in the door. And, geez, just another banger of a hand here. This is not too bad. We've got a 2-drop we can cast and a removal spell. Obviously looking for some white mana at some point. Some point soon. Right on time. Opponent is playing fast. I like it. Red, blue. Yeah, can't kill that with Burning Hands, can we? So that just kind of stops everything. So, do we attack with the captain? I guess we could attack with the Javelineer and then Burning Hands it. None of these trades seem favorable. So I think we just play this Javelineer and pass the turn, unfortunately. I think they just take the trade. The creature quality disparity is bigger here than it was in the situation with the green 2/3 vigilance. This thing, I think, happily just blocks this, and then, looks like they want to play control anyways. Yeah, I just pass the turn back. All right, nice. Find ourselves a land. So we have a choice between Priest to continue to dig or Unicorn, which Priest will trigger, which is kind of sweet. And then that becomes a 4/3, which attacks quite nicely for us. Still don't think we want to attack with the captain. I think we do play the unicorn here. They could just be holding on to a dragonfire or something. We could just kill it, but might as well try to maximize what our creatures got going on. Oh, are we getting countered here? Haven't seen that one yet. Okay, no. Scion of Stygia. Gonna try to tap our dude on combat. And it's gonna get frozen. Okay, no problem. No problem. I will probably just take 2 if they. Okay, nice card there. Scry 2 is pretty sweet for them. So, I mean, at least we're gonna have a 4/3 unicorn, which either gets double blocked, which we're okay with, or trades for the 3/3 flying, which we're okay with as well. Loyal Warhound. Ah, man. Well, that would have been good. I think we just go for this. If we hit a land drop, we get to potentially cast Burning Hands as well for some kind of blowout potential. Oh, another Javelineer is not the worst. So they probably double block this. Maybe they hit a land drop next turn. We get to maximize our War Hound. I do think we get in here. So we're set up to... this is a 2-for-1. I'll take this any day of the week, especially in a core set. And then... yeah, I mean, like, if they attack us back, we're well set to attack them back with a first striking 3/1 next turn. So we're not doing too badly. This turn's going to be a big one if they've got something gross. And they do. Oh, man. Burning Hands doesn't do it. Burning Hands doesn't do it. We hit a land drop. Okay, well. I think we attack all. If they block something, we use Burning Hands. It's a little bit of card disadvantage, but this thing is really, really good, I think. I think we would be happy to trade like a Priest plus a Burning Hands for it, and then we get to play Warhound and actually get our land off of it. And then if they don't block, we just play a 3/3 flyer. Okay, so they choose not to block. And that's pretty good for us. And then we still have a shot at getting some value out of this thing next turn if they hit land 6. They do. And it looks like they've got something for our flyer here, which is pretty nice. Pretty nice for them. Ooh. Come on, low roll. Nice. That's really bad for them and quite good for us. That was a risky move. Oh, they're going to sack a land. That's funny. We should also do that. I didn't even think to do that. But we should also do that. And we will. This thing is really, really gross. In with both? Okay, so never mind. That wasn't that bad for them. Let's get a land. Man, the difference between 2 and 3 seems like a lot. Well. If we attack and they don't block, we're ahead if they don't have another die roll card. Could just get him with everything. Nope, that's not a good idea. We get to venture, which means we probably just get to scry. Which is not the worst. I actually think we do want to attack here, because we're never blocking this thing anyways. Just probably lose a life. I don't like that. Scry 1, gain a life. I think we just go in here again. kick in the door. We get to venture again. Gains haste. Can't be blocked by walls. Venture. So that goes on the captain, and then we actually have Burning Hands to get through the 6/6 if they don't attack. So I think we actually do want this. They're going to trade off. That's okay. That's good, I think. We have no idea what they have in hand, but I think that's good. That's annoying. Yo. Yo. Wow. That was a good turn for them. Wow. Okay, I think we're probably going to lose as a result of that. That was a huge turn. They get to attack. They should attack with the 6/6 here, I think. Yeah. Whew. Wow, man. Okay, so we could gang up on... Oh my god, we're so dead. We could gang up on the 6/6 and cast Burning Hands to get rid of it. We could take 9, which puts us to 4, which is real bad. Woof. Woof. I think we gotta do the gang block thing. Boy. That was such a good turn for them. Wow. Alright, opponents ordered their blocks. I think we're going to let damage happen here. Just in case they did have a way to do something worse for us. Worse to us. And this is so bad. So if we attack with the priest and the captain... I don't know. I think we might be in block mode here. We might just be putting this on the priest, saying go, and just hoping they don't have another die roll card. I think that's the play. We're very far behind here. Okay. Create a treasure, create a 1/1. Well, think of one of those things that's reasonable for us. Could swing with both of these. This gets double blocked by tokens. And then we don't have any blocks against coming back. 13. I think we just pass it back. We're behind in almost every sense, so we gotta. I don't think we can be aggressive right now. We need to find another one of those 3/3 flyers. Yeah. Okay, so tapped for 1 turn, but boy, man, they just keep rolling dice. Yikes. This thing is nuts. Charmed sleep. Cool. Yikes. Alright. 7, 8, 9. We go to 1. Sure. Man, they had a heck of a turn with that. Yeah, this is the card we've needed the entire game. They had a heck of a turn with that 1 die roll card. Okay, can we live here? No, we cannot. So we will retire at 3-3, unfortunately.